Hey guys, it's Jim from Wrestle Wellbeing here. I'm joined by my very good friend Liam from Magical Wrestling. How we going
We've
with them?
literally, I'm not too bad, mate. We literally had this plan in the space of what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, you literally rung me about 20 minutes ago. Just said, do you fancy doing predictions? Because we're on about watching this live tomorrow. Obviously, can't stream it on StreamYard because we'll get copyrighted to hell. But at the end of the day, we'll just watch it instead.
And then we're actually going to review it on this Sunday, remember?
Yes, definitely. So yeah, that's going to be good. So yeah, obviously, guys, as you can see by the title, we're going to be predicting tomorrow's card for the WWE Crown Jewel in Perth. There's 5 matches on the card. We're going to start off with the tag team grudge match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Got the Australian street fight, which is predicted to be the main event, which is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. You have John Cena versus AJ Styles for the final time. You have the WWE Crown Jewel Championship match for the women's side. Tiffany Stratton versus the Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. And then you have the WWE Crown Jewel Men's Championship match between the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus the World Heavyweight Champion in Seth Rollins. So, should we just crack on with the knacking?
Should we talk about the build-up for this as well?
Absolutely, mate. So which match do you want to talk about first, bud?
It's entirely up to you, mate. Like I said, I'll let you lead this. I'm just going to listen and just answer the questions.
If I'm honest, bud, I think that the tag match between Rhea and Io and Asuka and Kairi is going to steal the show. I think that it's going to be a very good match. Obviously, for me, 4 of the best women in the division, if not in the entire world at the moment in time. I just think that it's going to be one of them where they're just going to absolutely tear it down. If they give I'd say give them half an hour, and I think it'd be a good match. What do you think, mate?
Are you only saying that because it's in Rhea's hometown?
No, honestly, I really do think. Obviously, as we know, Io Sky is one of the best in the world at this moment in time. Rhea, she's still very, very young. She's younger than me and you, mate, and she's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird with Rhea and stuff like that because obviously I watched the Unreal thing and stuff like that, and even though she portrays his character and stuff like that, she's still like us, like a normal person. Still, obviously, struggles with a lot of stuff.
Exactly, but I mean, boy, how much would I love to have her on the podcast?
Oh, wouldn't it's Rhea Ripley, right?
Exactly, mate. But obviously, just talking about struggles with mental health and what have you, anxiety, be an absolutely freaking awesome episode of the Unseen Battles. But yeah, obviously, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Asuka, she's been one of the best women's wrestlers for the past 10 years. She were unbelievable in NXT. Obviously, she came up. It's hard to remember when Asuka wasn't on the main roster, to be fair. And then you've got Kairi Sane, which fantastic worker, fantastic talent. And yeah, I think she's brilliant. I think every single person on that match is going to have an absolute banger, and it's going to be great. So yeah, obviously we've got the build up for the Roman Reigns Bronson Reed match. Bronson Reed stealing Roman Reigns' shoes that we obviously saw him get back and then throw into the crowd. Obviously, Roman's been filming for Street Fighter, is it?
Yes. Have you seen that cast for that? That looks really, really good.
It's insane, mate. Honestly, it's absolutely insane. The casting for that film. So yeah, you've also got Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed. Bronson will no doubt have Paul Heyman in his corner. But yeah, that's the build up for that one. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Now, this is one that obviously, as we know, it only came around because the fans demanded it.
Mm-hmm.
So WWE just went, you know what, fine, we'll give the fans what they want, and obviously we've ended up getting what we wanted. Which, in all fairness, mate, I think it's the right thing to do. I have seen reports that Cena is supposed to be facing Dominic Mysterio for the IC title at some point in the near future. I've seen a couple of reports of that one. I mean, it just, as I said today on the kickoff show for tomorrow's event, that he's going to retire next year. For me, I think Cena and Styles should go into the Hall of Fame together. Just my opinion. What do you think, mate?
I agree with that. I mean, Cena's done so much in his career and stuff like that. And when obviously they announced that he was retiring this year, it is quite sad. You know, I mean, we know that legends never obviously last forever and stuff like that, but he's done so much. You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing I don't like is the heel run.
Yeah, I think that's the main concern that most people have had, that most fans have had. But I can't really. For me, they can't really put the blame solely on Cena or WWE. For me, the blame needs to go on The Rock, because if they'd have just not brought The Rock into it whatsoever, and it would have been, and Cena just turned heel, excuse me, and we're just saying, and instead of it being, I'm doing this because you've all booed me, it would have been better if it was, I'm doing this because I don't think Cody Rhodes is good enough to be world champion while I'm still around. Then fair enough. But it was, I've sold my soul to The Rock, but I'm also doing this because you've all booed me. And then The Rock didn't show up.
We got Travis Scott instead.
Yeah, we got Travis Scott instead of The Rock. Like, no one wants phony, like, untalented rapper that thinks he's mint. I mean, the guy was supposed to be doing training, and he didn't even do the training properly, and he ended up backing out of it. I mean, I saw the interviews with Jelly Roll, who obviously had the tag match with Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, and the guy put in the work in, and he had training with Kevin Owens and Jacob Fatu. I mean, two of the best male wrestlers on the roster at the moment. Obviously, Kevin Owens is at the moment with his injury. Jacob Fatu, for me, I think that Jacob Fatu in the next year or two is going to be a world champion. That's just my opinion. I think 100%. I love Jacob Fatu.
He's great. And I know we don't like this kid, and I know he gets a lot of stick, but Logan Paul, you know what I mean? Yeah, he might be an arsehole. People might not like him and stuff like that, but you cannot deny how much work he's put in and taking wrestling seriously. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, bud. I mean, as much as people don't like him, and I know that my wife Shannon absolutely detests him, I can see him being IC champion in the next year or so. I don't think that he'll be world champion just because he's not around enough.
I'd agree with that.
So then we've obviously got the WWE Crown Jewel Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer won the women's world title last month against Io Sky when it was vacated by Naomi, who is having a kid. And then you've obviously got the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Now, they've not done much build-up for this match, so it's a bit of a difficult one to call, if I'm honest, because obviously you've got Stephanie, who's only just won the World Championship. You've got Tiffany, who's held the WWE Women's Championship for quite a while now. Both fantastic women. For me, two of the hardest working superstars on the roster at the moment. I think it's a really difficult one to call this one, mate. What do you think?
So I'm just looking at what CBS Sports said here about. I actually agree with it, and I'm just finding the quote for it. So they said was Vaquer is a fresh champion and needs to continue in building credibility as a main event level star. Stratton has had a good run with her title, so a loss isn't particularly damaging in the same way it would be for Vaquer. This makes some sense. Pretty simple math that it just Vaquer gets a victory. So I kind of get that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you've got a fresh champion and stuff like that. You want to obviously build her up because, like I said, she's phenomenal talent and stuff like that. And I don't think a loss will affect Stratton that much because she's so over anyway.
Absolutely, mate. Got a comment from Lunatic Louise here. Louise, obviously, a very frequent commenter of the channel. Appreciate it, Louise. Louise says Tiffany is one of the brightest stars on the roster at the minute. Same with Stephanie. Both women have come such a long way. Definitely agree with that one, Louise. What is your opinion, mate? What do you think to this one match, bud? If you want to put your comment in the comment section down below, bud. Also, if you want to scan the QR code just above my head, that'll actually take you to the stream if you want to join us, bud. That's entirely up to you as well. Then obviously, last but not least, if I'm honest, I think that this is gonna be the opening match, which is the Crown Jewel Men's Championship between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Obviously, this has been built up a bit more than the women's match. You've had Seth wear the watch that Cody bought him when Cody won the world title at Mania 40. It's been all about, and then obviously watching the pre-show press conference thing that they did this morning, Seth stormed off and he's been, I've got to beat him, I need to beat him, this and other. And then obviously Cody got the upper hand last Saturday on SmackDown, where he hit Seth with the Crossroads. Again, mate, I think it's one of those where everyone says it's guaranteed that Seth's going to win, but as we know, you can never tell what WWE is going to do.
This is the only match on the card for me where it could swing either way. Do you know what I mean? You got your two world champions and stuff like that. I mean, Cody's well over. Do you know what I mean? That's well documented. I think like Seth at the minute is still trying to find his heel fit. Do you know what I mean? In a way. And you got to remember as well, Cody won it last year, so he's got more of a point to prove on this one.
Yeah, if I'm honest, and this might be a controversial take, but I don't think Seth needs to be in the Vision. I think it should just be Braun and Bronson and Paul Heyman, because it's not really adding anything having Seth in the group. Obviously, they're trying to make it sort of like an Evolution 2.0. Obviously, Seth is Triple H. You've got Bronson Reed, who is most likely going to be Batista. You've got Braun Breaker, that's most likely Randy Orton. And then you've obviously got Paul Heyman, who's Ric Flair, but doesn't get involved. But it just feels forced. It doesn't feel like organic for me, sort of thing. If it were me, I would just stick Paul Heyman with Bronson and Braun and just be like, right, I'm getting you to the main event level, sort of thing. But it's just a bit difficult, to be honest, to call this one, bud. It's a bit mental. But obviously, I'm going to put the graphics for the matches, and then, like I said, we'll go through each match and we'll do a prediction, bud, if that's all right.
Okay.
Right, mate. So, starting off with the women's tag team match. Oh, Louise is sending another message. I'd just have Paul with Breaker on his own. I can see that, Louise, to be fair. What do you think, Liam?
Yeah, I can see that as well. I mean, Breaker's obviously a phenomenal champion and stuff like that. And I just like this idea of Paul Heyman being the mouthpiece for him.
Yeah, so if in a way, I would make Braun Breaker the next Brock Lesnar sort of thing. So have Paul Heyman as his advocate, have him as his mouthpiece, and just let Paul do what Paul does. I mean, there's a reason why majority of wrestlers nowadays can, in WWE especially, and NXT, can cut a promo. It's because they're taking lessons from Paul Heyman and CM Punk. I mean, what more can you say about that? It's pretty simple to see.
Absolutely. Stuff like that.
Right, matey. So, obviously, to start off with, we've got the women's tag team match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Liam, who you got and why?
I'm going to obviously say Rhea and stuff like that. I just can't see Rhea losing in her hometown straight to the point and stuff. And imagine if obviously she loses and stuff like that. Imagine that crowd. That'd be very, very hostile, let's be honest.
Definitely, mate. I've gone same. I've gone with Rhea and Io just because, like you say, I don't think that they're going to let Rhea lose it in her home country. It just doesn't really make sense. Plus, you can sort of play into the toxicity of Asuka and Kairi. Obviously, we've seen their relationship deteriorate backstage. You could have Asuka turning on Kairi at the end of the match, possibly after the match, attacking Kairi or something like that. Then Io and Rhea make the save. You could have the Asuka is berating Kairi, telling her to attack Io and do all sorts of shenanigans, and Kairi just walks out or something like that. So yeah, I would agree with you on that one, mate. Rhea and Io for the win for me. Next up, bud, I'm gonna go with John Cena versus AJ Styles for the final time. Obviously, as we know, Cena is retiring at the end of this year. AJ has already said that he's retiring next year. Who you got on why, mate?
Oh, this is one where I was struggling and stuff like that because either one deserves the win and stuff. Who do I think needs it more if I had to pick? John Cena, and that's only just.
Absolutely, mate. See, for me, it feels as though this might end up with a screwy finish.
You reckon?
I think that it's either going to go one or two ways. Either they're going to have an absolute banger, or they're going to be halfway through the match and either both men or one of them get attacked by Sunday. Most likely either Bronson and Braun Breaker or MFTs, maybe. Just as like we're taking over sort of thing. Obviously, the Tama Tonga returned to SmackDown earlier, and they had the full face paint and everything. They looked awesome. The MFTs. They're setting up the feud between them and the Wyatts, and it just sort of. I saw a thing earlier where someone made a prediction that maybe the Nexus comes back and attacks Cena, which I think would be quite funny.
That'd be interesting, but I don't see that happening. But you never know.
I mean, can you just imagine? Obviously, Wade Barrett is on commentary. Can you just imagine that Wade Barrett stands up, rips his shirt, and you've got Nexus, and then you see Heath Slater come out. You see David Otunga. You see Michael Tarver come back. You see
Justin Gabriel.
You see Darren Young come back. Even Daniel Bryan comes back. Ryback comes back, and we're like, oh no, we're all gonna die. Ryback's here.
Okay.
So, if you had to push me for an answer, I would probably say Cena. If I'm honest, I'll probably agree with you again, mate. Probably say Cena. Okay. So, next match is the Australian Street Fight. Now, we did a video a couple of weeks back where we talked about what like some of our pet peeves in wrestling, and this was one of them. The insert name of location street fight.
It's still a street fight.
It's just a street fight. Just call it a street fight. So because it's Australian, are they going to have didgeridoos? Are they going to have koalas? Are they going to have toxic spiders and snakes running around? I mean, what's going to make it Australian? Is it just because it's in Australia? They could just say it's a street fight.
Yeah, this is what does your head and stuff like that. You're absolutely right. It's like Australian street fight. It's still a street fight. American street fight. It's still fucking street fight.
Not what was it now? A Nigerian drum match. It's a street fight.
A lights out match. It's still like basically no DQ match.
It's a no DQ match, but you just turn the lights off and you're making Bray Wyatt look absolutely mental, which he already was, and I love him for it. So yeah, who you got, mate, and why?
I think Reigns, because I think he's going to move on to Breaker next. So I think that's going to be an absolute belter of a lighter feud.
Mm-hmm. See, this is the one where we actually disagree. I think Bronson's going to win this one.
Okay.
Primarily because I think that Braun Breaker's going to get involved, and this is where they just absolutely tear Roman to shreds. And I can see, if obviously they're allowed in country, I can see Jay and Jimmy coming out and obviously helping Roman. more so Jay. Obviously, we've seen recently that Roman's been getting in Jay's head. He's been telling him, you need to step up, sort of thing. There's the setup to possibly making Jay the next tribal chief, which for me, I think we need a more serious Jay. So, yeah, it's good with him doing the yeets and everything, getting the crowd on his side. But I think we need the right-hand man version of Jey Uso back where he is serious and he don't take no shit, basically, sort of thing. So, yeah, I can see Bronson winning, but Roman gets a bit of payback after the match, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement on that bit.
So, mate, so next up, we're going to take the Crown Jewel Women's Championship match between the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton versus the Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Obviously, guys, if you want to get involved in the stream, you can put your comments down below as to who you think is going to win the matches, and we'll read them out. But yeah, who you got, Liam, and why between Tiffany and Stephanie?
I think Stephanie, for me, I feel like, as we mentioned earlier, I feel like she needs more credibility to build herself up because she's done incredible job. I mean, come through NXT and stuff like that, build to it where she is. And like I said, she's so over with the crowd and stuff. Tiffany, obviously, she's been a champion for a while now. And I feel like this won't affect her where she loses it, to be honest. And I think, like I said, we spoke about that earlier.
Absolutely, mate. I'm in agreement with you, mate. I think that Stephanie's going to win as well. I have seen a couple of reports that they're on about Tiffany dropping the strap to Alexa Bliss at some point, which I think that those two will have an absolute banger. I think this is going to be a great match. Obviously, two very young, very athletic, very talented young ladies. Yeah, I think if I'm honest, mate, I don't think there's going to be a bad match on this card. If I'm completely honest, I think it's going to be a great. I think it's going to be a great card, and yeah, thankfully we can watch it live because it's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for us, and not 1 o'clock chuffing morning. Tough luck for American.
I want to say we've done that before, though, haven't we? We've watched it at like 4 o'clock and we're just half asleep.
Yeah, exactly. So then going on to the final match. It is the Crown Jewel Men's Championship match between the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. I'm not going to call him Seth freaking Rollins because it just sounds stupid, and I think they should get rid of it now. Who you got and why, mate?
So this is the only one where I'm torn. Do you know what I mean? This is where it's like part of me thinks Seth, part of me thinks Cody. I do think, for me personally, I think Seth's going to win. And I think, you talked about shenanigans earlier. I think there's going to be a hell of a lot more, in this match in particular. So I think he might steal one.
Yeah, mate. Again, I'm in agreement with you. I think Seth's going to win it because, like you say, just shenanigans again. And Louise is the same. Says calling Seth Rollins to win the title. Vision shenanigans are guaranteed. This match will be the start of the formation of the teams for War Games, I think. Definitely agree with that one, Louise. I've also seen reports that they are possibly bringing in Austin Theory as the fourth male member of the Vision. Is that something that you can see happening, Liam? Or do you think it's going to be someone else? Or do you think that they're just going to leave it as the three of them with Becky and Paul?
Ooh, I actually don't know. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Austin's a great talent and stuff like that, and obviously the need to people if War Games is going to happen. I can see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I have seen a couple of people predicting that they think that for War Games they're going to have Cena, Roman, Jay, Cody, and possibly Jimmy against, obviously, you've got Seth, Bronson, Braun. Then they're on about Brock, but I don't think that Brock would be involved in War Games. I don't think that it just wouldn't make sense for me for Brock to be in a War Games match because he doesn't like people and is not friends with Seth. The only person that he's friends with is Paul Heyman, sort of thing. But I can't call it's one of them, but I do think that Austin Theory would be a good addition to the Vision. But I want to see. Yeah, I want to see the feud between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. That's what I want to see before they do the Vision sort of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one, mate. I'll say, guys, if you're watching this, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you watching these predictions. If you have any thoughts on the match card tomorrow, let us know. Let us know your thoughts.
Can I just sorry, I've just found this. You want to find? Shall I tell you what AI thinks?
Yeah.
So I've just found a thing from the Sportster who's done AI. So they're predicted obviously the actual show. So
yeah,
we'll give it. So the tag match. Who do you think is going to win? What did AI say?
Mm-hmm.
That's what do you think? So what do you think AI said?
I reckon it said Asuka and Kyrie.
No, it said Rio and Aya. Okay. Now, this is an interesting one. Cena and AJ Styles.
AJ.
Cena's celebration is cut short by the Judgment Day. AI predicts John Cena will defeat AJ Styles. That's an interesting thing. He said, obviously, Dominic earlier on.
It would set up Dom versus Cena for the IC title. I think it said at Survivor Series, I think.
Yeah, so that's not against the thing. Stephanie Vaquer wins champion versus champion. They said it's going to be a clean match. This is AI for you, by the
way. That's nuts.
Roman Reigns overcomes the odds despite shenanigans. Bronson Reed will lose in his home country. And Cody's a two-time Crown Jewel champion. So that's what AI said.
That's a bit mental, that. So obviously, mate, if you want, do you want to plug who you've got on your podcast tomorrow, mate?
So yes, so I've got referee Steve Linsky. There is a question post on my Instagram. So if you've got a question for Steve, head over to my Instagram, post a question. We'll obviously post it to him. Next week, we've got obviously quite a lot more in the pipeline. There's some more which we've not announced. And yeah, it's going to be nuts, man, during my couple of weeks. And let's not forget, though, lots coming up as well.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So for me, I haven't got anything this weekend. Just having a bit of a chill weekend. Next week, quite busy. Got Matt Carter on Monday at 2:00, which is going to be awesome. On Tuesday, I've got a 2-for-1 special, which is Jamie Lee Dodd and Lauren from the Talk the Line podcast. They're on at 4:00 on Tuesday. Wednesday, I've got Jimmy from EPW at 2:30 on Wednesday the 15th. And then Friday at 5:00, I've got a fellow Yorkshire guy in Axel the Clown who's coming on to the podcast. Can't wait. Hey up. One Breeze has decided to make an appearance.
I want to know who's who.
One Breezer says, "No, Liam. Bonnie and Clyde."
Who's Bonnie? Who's Clyde? That's what I want to know. He's in the cheesy grin.
Breezy, if you're
Big Jim Bob.
Yep, Breezy. All right, mate. So, Breezy, I'm gonna ask you, mate, what are your predictions for Crown Jewel tomorrow? Who do you think is gonna win those matches, mate?
Yeah, let's just wait for him. Do you know what I mean? This is how you get Phil timing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Bronson will.
Bronson will win.
Seth will win.
See, that's another thing that I forgot. Bronson's in his home country as well, isn't he? So I think that'll be a big thing. But obviously, as we know, Roman's like, he's still in God mode. He's still the travel.
One of them's got to lose, surely.
Yeah. Well, we know that Rhea's going to win with EO Breezy. You didn't have to clarify that, mate.
He did, though. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest.
I love you, Breezy.
He's a good lad. Still waiting for his oven.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 2 more. So obviously we need AJ versus Cena and Cody versus Seth.
Cena
to win. Yeah.
And then what's the other one? And Stratton. Okay, that's an interesting. I don't think Stratton, but we'll see.
It's fair enough, that, mate.
So, should we wrap it up?
Oh, do you want to talk about, mate?
No, I mean, I'm quite content. I'm just going to enjoy it and stuff like that. And yeah, as we always say, support wrestling.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously, guys, make sure that you check out Liam on Magical Wrestling. If you aren't so far, make sure you check us out at Wrestle Wellbeing. Yeah, it's just a quick one today. Oh, Breezy says that Bronson needs to win for sure. I've got to say that I do agree with that one, because I don't think that Roman realistically needs a win, because it's Roman Reigns. It's like putting Undertaker out. It don't matter how many he loses, it's still going to be like a massive staplement of the business, sort of thing.
Okay, we'll be discussing this on Sunday, so let's see obviously what happens.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So yeah, guys, just a quick one today, just over half an hour. I mean, that's flown by for me. It's one of those, isn't it, bud? You get talking, and next thing you know, you've been talking for 45 minutes. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Obviously, we're going to be watching, myself and Liam are going to be watching this the show tomorrow. We can't show it on StreamYard because, as we've said, there's copyright in. It's going to block us because copyright's a bastard.
So we're going to be watching it, obviously, at home, and then obviously we're going to be covering it on the Sunday.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved in the stream on Sunday, what time do you reckon we'll be doing it stream, bud?
I've got nothing planned Sunday, mate. So you tell me, and I'll be there.
Nothing planned Sunday. So probably say 4 o'clock Sunday.
I'll be there.
All right, guys. Make sure you join us at 4 o'clock on Sunday. Do you know what? Let's get Breezy on.
It depends if he's busy.
Breezy, are you busy, mate? Do you want to come on to 4 o'clock on Sunday, bud? Let us know. As quick as you can. Because we're trying to wrap it up.
Yeah, can wrap it up, and then Breezy just comes out with something else.
Come on, Breezy. Hurry up. Breezy.
He'll make it work. Good lad.
I'll make it work.
Good lad. Good lad.
So yeah, guys, join myself, Liam, and Breezy at 4 o'clock on Sunday for our review of WWE Crown Jewel in Perth 2025. We'll see you guys later.